This is 7 National News. In our top story, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, has urged stakeholders in the public and private healthcare sectors to unify their efforts to develop medical services, construct a quality healthcare system and provide the best services to people in order to improve quality of life and welfare of citizens. His Highness's remarks came during the Government Innovation Lab organised by the Ministry of Health in the presence of Dubai Crown Prince, His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, and Deputy Ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Maktoum bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Sheikh Mohammed exchanged ideas with participants and listened to their views about the development of healthcare services in the UAE and gave instructions that practical measures should be placed in action to apply the National Regular Medical Checkups program for all citizens, and approved a study conducted on the program following his directives. His Highness asserted that citizens' health is the highest priority and called all local and federal healthcare facilities to unite in efforts to provide the best medical treatment and to take the UAE healthcare sector to international standards. During his visit to the Government Innovation Lab, Sheikh Mohammed issued directives to launch the implementation phase of the Mobile Healthcare Services Program and approved the study for the establishment of a specialised medical training centre. His Highness also directed the concerned authorities to increase health awareness and start implementing programs to prevent chronic diseases like diabetes, hypertension and cardiovascular disease. 4 projects to create new public parks and a square in Dubai have been approved by His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Deputy Ruler of Dubai, and are part of Dubai Municipality's efforts to provide more recreation areas and green spaces in the city. They will be created at a cost of 14.6 million dirhams and are expected to be completed by the first quarter of 2015. His Excellency Hussein Nasser Luta, the Director General of Dubai Municipality, said the upcoming park projects will be in Al Twa 2, Oud Mutina and Al Mizhar 1 neighbourhoods. He added that the public square project is planned in Muhassena 3 area. The 4 projects will be executed across a total area of 7.46 hectares. His Excellency Luta said that special consideration will be given to people of special needs in the project design, and they will include play equipment, tree-roofed sitting areas, walking tracks with roofed benches alongside, as well as separate public utility services for men, ladies and for special needs persons. Dubai's iconic Burj Khalifa welcomed more than 1.87 million visitors to its At the Top observation deck in 2013, up 13% on the previous year. International tourists accounted for over 50% of all visitors to the observatory deck, located on level 124 of the world's tallest building. German tourists accounted for the most number of international tourists at 23% of the total, followed by visitors from the UK at 15%, Russia and India at 11% each, US 10% and Saudi Arabia at 7%. Australia, Italy and China accounted for 5% of visitors, with France and the Netherlands at 4%. In addition, 4,500 students and 20 charities visited during 2013. Accessible online to billions of visitors across the world through Google's Street View, At the Top Burj Khalifa also proved a popular attraction for visiting dignitaries and celebrities, while it also promoted local talent through the Art at the Top competition and played host to yoga sessions at a number of corporate social responsibility initiatives. Now marking its 4th anniversary, visitors can also witness the sunrise over the city on Fridays and Saturdays until February the 28th. The United Nations Environment Programme and the UAE Ministry of Environment and Water announced today the agenda for the inaugural edition of PAGE, a new global platform that drives a multi-stakeholder and participatory approach to create inclusive, sustainable societies. Dubai will host the first ever Partnership for Action on Green Economy, or PAGE, from the 4th till the 5th of March. Green economy was recognised as a vehicle for achieving sustainable development and poverty eradication at the Rio Plus 20 declaration, The Future We Want. Acting Assistant Under-Secretary of the Environment Affairs Sector at the Ministry of Environment and Water, Engineer Aisha Al Abdouli, says this is an important step for the UAE. This will showcase the country's progressive development towards a green economy. More than 300 participants representing governments, private sector, civil society and development agencies are expected to attend. UNEP Director of Economics and Trade Branch, Dr. Stephen Stone, says this is critical to solving many of the challenges the world is facing today. Among them is the creation of 600 million jobs in the coming 10 years. A UNEP study conducted 2 years ago showed the huge benefits of investing at least 2% of the global GDP, which is $1.3 trillion, into green sectors such as organic agriculture, renewable energy and public transport systems.
Number one, you can create the same amount of jobs or more by going green. Number two, although growth dips in the very short run, it then picks up and exceeds growth under the ordinary circumstances. And the third one, most important, with efficiency gains, you use much less energy and have a much lower ecological footprint.
We are hosting this global conference to highlight the efforts and the initiatives and the projects that are already in UAE. We have really bright examples and we have really excellent projects here. Masdar City is one of these examples that we are really proud to have it here in UAE. Shams 1 solar plant is another example, and many other projects in the energy, in the transportation, in the green building. So there are already, the UAE is on the path of transforming to green economy, and we are really, confident that we will be able to achieve that, and we will be able to diversify our income and our resources. That is something that all of the country is working on, and we will achieve it.
Parents of UAE nationals have an important role to play in the country's emiratization process and the success of local women pursuing professional careers. This is according to a study conducted by a research team led by Dr. Emily Rutledge, an associate professor of economics at the UAE University. 335 female citizens between the ages of 15 and 24 were polled in a countrywide survey in an effort to understand how parents influence the vocational decisions of young Emirati women. 80% of the respondents said they preferred to work in the public sector, 68% said their parents influenced their decisions about careers, and 46% said it is the government's responsibility to find them work in the public sector. While education, civil service and the police were in the top three of what the women considered as appropriate or culturally acceptable sectors, the top three attractive sectors identified were education, advertising and marketing, as well as pharmacies. Dr. Rutledge also said holiday time and maternity leave were cited as important factors for them, both of which were more attractive in the public than private sectors.
Another important finding was that respondents had a parent working in the private sector were more likely to be willing to work in that sector. And so we can see perhaps a process of normalisation of private sector vocations taking place over time. And we think that in this respect, the government's current policy of providing employment for nationals in state-owned enterprises could have transformative potential in this respect in terms of normalising private sector careers for nationals.
A lot of efforts has to be done in order to, enhance the skills and the level of, understanding and the training for these people to divert them to, for example, in the banking. Banking needs a better understanding of mathematics. When you have somebody graduated from geography or literature, and they went to this major because they are escaping from the calculations, and they are forcing them to go and do on daily basis calculations. It's kind of a challenge for them. So we are not keeping them in the healthier, development or developing, environment that can, get them to a better career. As a father, I would like to see my daughter, part of this, leadership programs going around, whether it is in a private or in the public sector.
And finally, in the bulletin, Dubai has found yet another spot in the international sporting calendar with the inaugural Dubai Tour cycling race, which began today as two teams from the UAE compete with the best riders from around the world in the international race. Starting from the World Trade Center with the 10-kilometre downtown sprint stage, the race sees the riders tour the Emirates throughout the next 3 stages. The 4-day Dubai Tour has attracted the big names of cycling that include British King of Sprints Mark Cavendish, along with the teammate and current time trial champion Tony Martin, 4-time trial champion Swiss rider Fabian Cancellara, German cyclist Marcel Kittel and the 2013 UCI Road World Champion Rui Costa as they compete in the inaugural event, which will open this year's UCI Asia Tour. 16 teams each with 8 riders are participating in the race, including the UAE national squad and the Dubai Skydive team, who will look to put on a strong performance at the international level. The Dubai Tour has a total of 4 stages consisting of 2 sprint races, a medium mountain stage and an individual time trial stage. All the stages will start from the Dubai World Trade Center and will take the riders past the iconic landmarks of the Emirates. The Dubai Tour will end on Saturday, the 8th of February, with the 123-kilometre sprint stage, which will end by the Burj Khalifa after the races ride through Old and New Dubai. Yusuf Mirza, a cyclist from the UAE national team, said that the race presents a fantastic opportunity for local riders to test themselves against the world's best.
Me and my team, we are very proud to race against professional riders, and we are very happy also to race with them, like what I told you. But I want also big thank for Dubai government to bring this big event to Dubai and UAE. It will be one big step for us to movement to professional world in cycling. The goal of the tour is to showing how is Dubai, you know. But in our favorite stage will be on the 3rd stage, because we are training a lot there, and we have training camp there, and so it will be hard stage for all.
Yeah, we did 1 lap already. I think it's good. It's a really non-technical course, definitely for a real time trial specialist. The other stages are, 1 day with some climbs, but I think the other 2 days flat. We have a couple of sprinters here, so hopefully we can do well on the stage. I'm looking forward to the year. It's really early, and there's a lot of other races to come, but I think it's good to be here racing for everyone's form to keep building for the next races.
First time in Dubai for me, so looking forward to it. It's a bit nervous because it's a very big race. All the big teams are here. We're quite a small team, so I guess I'm a little bit out of my depth. So it's a good opportunity to see Qatar, get some racing in the legs.